Some people are dog people. Some people are cat people. Me, I love all animals. Well, maybe not that one. Today I've come to Ishinomaki. I'm on my way to Tashirojima, otherwise known as Cat Island. Tashirojima is off the coast of the Miyagi prefecture, about an hour's train ride from Sendai. If you love cats, you're going to love this episode. Tashirojima is a place where cats outnumber the humans 2 to 1. And to get to the island we take a ferry, and I believe it's a picturesque 45-minute ride on a ferry.
Please insert money.
There you go. There you go.
Please wait. The ticket is now printing. Please take your ticket and change.
Okay, so to catch the ferry you need to buy a ticket at a machine. The machine will only take old banknotes. There's new and old money here in Japan, and it'll only take old, but there is somebody here to help you. So they're very friendly and it's really cool. The ferry's called the Sea Cat. That's exactly what we're going to do. See cats. Thank you. Interesting way of boarding. Return ticket was 2,500 yen. That's about $25, $26, which is pretty good for a 45-minute ferry ride to the island and then a return. And when you purchase a ticket, they'll give you a map of the island with the ferry schedules on the back. So I've arrived on the island in the little port of Nota, and already there's a cat. There are less than 50 people who live permanently on this island, and I believe there's more than 100 cats. And the cats are revered and they're really well looked after. So I think the plan is to just wander around the island and encounter cats. It's pretty simple. I do like cats. And the cats are very used to people. They're like cats, right? They're just gonna wander around and go, pet me, feed me. That's what cats do. And the people here are quite accommodating. Cats rule on this island. It's a pretty quiet island. Made even more so because there's quite a few abandoned houses here. After the 2011 tsunami, it damaged quite a few houses here and people just didn't return. There are two little ports on the island, Ottomani and Nota. I've come to Nota because my research says this is where you're going to find more cats.
YouTube かわいいね。
And the cats are really used to humans, so they don't run away, they don't fight, they don't bite and scratch. They're lovely. They just come up and go, pat me. Yep, cat lover's paradise. So maybe that's the plan for the day, just sit here and pet cats all day. I love how they just chill, nothing bothers them, and when they want a little bit of a pat, they just come over and you give them a pat. Hello. Hello. I used to have a cat. Favorite phrase, I want to go out all the time. So I'd stop what I was doing, get up, open the back door to let the cat out. The cat would look at me and go, nah, changed my mind. That's cats. They've got us wrapped around their little paws. On Tashirojima, there's not a lot else to do other than walk the streets and see the cats. And you don't have to go far to see cats. At the top of the island, there's a little shop. I think it's the only one on the island where you can get something to eat. And this is where they feed the cats around midday every day. And this is cat heaven. Within the shop you can buy a light lunch, you can also buy some souvenirs, and all proceeds go to feeding the cats. At midday, it's feeding time. This is definitely a highlight of the day. They ask if you come to the island, please don't feed the cats. They're well looked after and we don't want them to be overfed. In Shinto religion, there's spirit in everything. Animals, trees, rocks, the sea, whatever. So it's pretty natural that these cats would be well looked after because they revere the spirit that's within the cats. And in Japan, cats are seen as good luck. So it's a lucky island. Further along the road is a cat shrine. The story goes that one day some fishermen were breaking rocks to make weights for their nets, and a large rock fell and hit a cat and killed it. And because they revere cats here, they buried the cat and developed a shrine. And this is the cat shrine on the island. There are little statues and cat toys and probably cat food there too, just in memory of the one cat that accidentally died, and that shows how much the islanders revere their cats. When I think of feral cats, I think of really rogue and rough cats that are probably going to scratch your eyeballs out. But these cats are nothing like that. Yeah, they're feral because they just wander wherever they like, but they're really placid and peaceful and friendly, and they like to just come up and have a little pat and snuggle up. They're really used to humans, and they're very, very gentle. There's a big lodge here and some cute little cat-shaped cabins that you can stay in, but it's all closed at the moment. Doesn't reopen until the end of April because it's still springtime. There's a second little cafe near the port. You can get something to eat, a little snack. I like the sign that says, "No taking away the cats." So why are there so many cats on the island? These days, the few people that live here mostly are fishermen. But before that, farming was the main activity here, and particularly silkworms. And so people brought the cats to get rid of the mice that were eating the silkworms. And now the cats have just stayed and multiplied, and they're a beloved part of the island. So if you lived here, you'd know you'd never have to be bothered by rats or mice, because you've got your pest exterminators right here on the island. Away from the village, as you head up the hill inland on the island, it's just basically jungle. Almost everywhere you wander, there's a cat themed something, like these road safety barriers. And these little catty figurines. And I said at the beginning, I thought the cats outnumbered the people 2 to 1, but I've hardly seen any people, and I've seen dozens and dozens of cats, so just from wandering around today, that might be outnumbering the people 4 to 1. There's really not very many people who live in this little village on this little island. I did see at the cafe they had some photos from the past, and there used to be a school and there was obviously a vibrant community, but the community's just dwindled away until there's just a handful of people here now. And I guess like everywhere in Japan, the young people have moved to the cities, and people aren't moving into these little towns to replace them. It's just a shame to see so many abandoned houses on this island. I kind of get the feeling that not too far in the future the whole island might be abandoned as the elderly people who live here pass on. Young people don't come back to replace them, and eventually there'll be nobody here. And it makes me wonder then what happens with the cats of Tashirojima. So why are there so many cats on this island? My understanding is fishermen brought a few over to try and get rid of rats and things on the boats. But mostly, I'm out of breath walking up a hill, mostly.